Hello everybody, welcome to another video from Murder One Entertainment. I am Brandon and I will be your host today, as always. This is a new show I want to start doing. I want to call it Shit Talking. It's just me talking about shit. Different topics, like this fucking asshole that just drove on the fucking shoulder here on 676 in the beautiful Philadelphia. No, I'm not talking about that. Maybe we could talk about road rage at some point, but I think today the video topic is going to be about my favorite band. You guys know I love heavy music. With the Battle Jacket videos from years back, I'm wearing a Misfit shirt. I want to talk about the band that changed everything. Like alright, let me start with this. My favorite band is Metallica. Make fun of me, fucking tell me they're shit. I don't care. I love them. They're my favorite band. Any opinions you have, keep to yourself. You're entitled to them. I don't want to hear them, so thank you. Get that out of the way. Where am I going here? Sorry, I gotta concentrate on driving too. Yes, Metallica. Now, prior to Metallica, my music tastes were given to me by my father, my dad. I listened to a lot of the music I listened to, or I listened to a lot of music he listened to. I remember being in his '89 Chevy Blazer, sitting in the passenger seat, way too young to be sitting in the passenger seat, and listening to Led Zeppelin, the Allman Brothers, Leonard Skinner, Godsmack, Black Label Society, which I will make a video on because they're my second favorite band. Because they have Zach has a lot of influence on me too. But I always remember him playing this one song called Fuel. That song was also part of my childhood in a game I used to play called, I think it was Test Drive Off-Road Wide Open or something like that. It was the opening trailer song, and I fucking loved it. I was, young, maybe like 5 or 6, but just, I loved Hetfield's voice, the sound of the guitars. It called to me. I was drawn towards it, to something about it. And that was my first Metallica song. He had Load and Reload during my childhood. He got into the band when the Black Album came out. So, as I got older, going into, being in elementary school and, like towards the end of elementary school, because I was like 2008 was when Death Magnetic came out, and I was in 5th grade. Now, when Death Magnetic came out, I had never heard anything like that. I've heard some of Load and Reload, but I had never really heard anything like. Thrash metal. I mean, yes, I would say Death Magnetic is a thrash album, at some moments. But I remember when my dad came to pick me up from school, and he's like, "Remember the band Metallica that you like? The song Fuel?" And he's like, "They came out with a new album," and he fucking put it in, and when That Was Just a Light came on, and that fucking opening riff it blew me away. And then from that point on, I was a rabid Metallica fan, and still am today. Now, obviously, I've branched out to broader horizons and listened to a million other different bands and, different genres. But it all started started with Death Magnetic. I would say the obsession. I knew of them from Fuel. Fuel was my first song. But after Death Magnetic, it just snowballed. Little fucking MP3 player that had, the fucking USB port on it. And it would download. I remember hearing Battery for the first time and thinking that was really fast. And I had to get used to Battery. I remember playing Guitar Hero Metallica. And the first time I heard Master of Puppets was on that game. Because I tried playing it. And I'm like, wow, these guys are awesome. And then just the obsession just kept snowballing, watching them on YouTube. And through that time, and that time of my life, there's a lot of hardships. I won't go into too much detail, but my mother, I love my mother, but she had, or still has, but not as bad, a really bad drinking problem at the time. The house was always split up, always arguments, and music got me through it, as it does for a lot other people. So, that Metallica really helped me through that time. And I remember getting Kill 'Em All and getting confused because of the sound quality, not knowing what sound quality was and production quality. I asked my dad, it's like, why does James sound like this? He's like, well, he's young, and the production, for 1983, that was the production quality, and it was I would say it was a homemade album. So I remember discovering that, and then hearing Ride the Lightning, the song, for the first time. That was the song that made me love rhythm guitar. I like good leads, Zakk Wylde solo, Dimebag Darrell, all that shit, but there's just something about low, juggy, just riffage. I just love that low end rhythm tone. And Ride the Lightning has a really good chuggy section, the whole song. The backing riff to the solo. I love that. I remember hearing Garage Inc. for the first time. Hearing Die Die My Darling, Last Caress, So What, and that opening my eyes to punk, because that's another thing. I think I might start off a few of these episodes with my music journey. Might be a little out of order at first, but I'd like to do that. If people like these videos. I don't know, I might just post them just to post them, but regardless. Then hearing Am I Evil for the first time. Again, heavy rhythm guitar. And I remember I love all the guys in Metallica, but there was just something about James Hetfield that it's like, I want to be that guy. And I'm sure that's a lot of that's what people are. A lot of people feel that way too. I'm sure Metallica's influenced a ton more different people. And I'm one of them. And then just throughout the years, collecting all the albums and hearing St. Anger for the first time, because my dad bought me, it was all the music videos on one DVD from Justice for All until St. Anger, and watching that over and over again, and then watching all the YouTube the concerts on YouTube over and over again. I think the first time I heard Master of Puppets live was, I think it was when they got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And because they had Rob and Jason playing bass. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, this sounds different. Because it was live. I wasn't used to live, what their live sound was. And it was always a dream of mine since then to see them. I remember sitting and watching and be like, I want to go to one of these concerts so bad. My first concert was Butcher Babies, Hate Breed, and Black Label Society. My second concert when I was in my freshman year of tech school after high school. They call it college. That was 2016. Or was it 2017? I think it was 2017. Because Death Magnetic had just came out that November. So yeah, it was May of 2017. And I saw them with, it was supposed to be Avenged Sevenfold and Volbeat. But that was when Sinister Gates' kid was born. I think he has a couple kids. One of his kids was born. And they had to cancel. So it was Metallica, Volbeat, and one of the dudes from the Beastie Boys, Mixmaster Mike, was doing fucking DJ shit for an hour, playing like classic metal like Slayer and Dio, and just fucking ruining it with the and the fucking horns and shit. It's like, dude, just fucking play the music. Don't fucking ruin it with your fucking, rap shit. I hate, I'm not going to start it, but so I had to sit through that, because Volbeat was awesome, and then when Metallica came on, I thought I would be more emotional, but I think because it was my first time, it didn't hit me. Because I feel like if I go again to see them, it'll be different. So I thought I'd be like bawling my eyes out with like, if they played Nothing Else Matters or Fade to Black. I just sat and watched. Even though we were up in the nosebleed, it sounded awesome. One of my bucket list items I got to do, thanks to my dad. Metallica has been part of my life every day. Be it seeing pictures of them on Facebook, with Facebook groups, or listening to them, or fuck it. I remember I used to wear a Metallica shirt every day. Different ones, but every day. On the back of my truck, there's a Metallica sticker. I give those guys credit for being role models to me through music. I owe them a lot. Like, a lot. Because if I don't think if I had them, I don't think I would have got through that time of my life with my mom as good as I did. Metallica is fucking awesome. And anyone who fucking says they're not can go jam a fucking fist dildo up their ass with no lube over and over again until, I don't know, whatever the fuck happens. Fuck them. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, I think that about covers my favorite band and why Metallica are my favorite band. Like I said, this is the first episode of a series I want to do called Talking Shit. And I think for the next couple episodes, I will do a couple videos on my music journey and where I'm at now. Again, I'm sorry for the lighting. I mentioned that in the video I recorded 10 minutes 95, there are no lights. But regardless, I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, push the like button and subscribe.